Middle Path Radio, your number one online Islamic talk station.
We have to surrender to the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prayer is a must. How can we get success if we don't come to prayer? قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. What's after that? The ones who have khushu' in their salah. And we sometimes even pray as though we're dragging our feet, and that's the prayer of the hypocrite. Like we push Asr all the way up to Maghrib, and Maghrib all the way up to Isha, and just barely get up as though we're doing a favor to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So prayer is a commandment that these muhsinun have to actually follow, that you have to actually bend your back. And the ayat in the Quran, if you see in Surah Al-Qalam, it's very, very grievous. يَوْمَ يُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ وَيُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ وَهُمْ لَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ. That on that day, the shin will be laid bare. And they will not be able to, for the prostration. There's hadith, and the ayah is very grievous. خَاشِيَةً أَبْصَارُهُمْ تَرَخُهُمْ ذِلَّةً وَقَدْ كَانُوا يُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ وَهُمْ سَالِمُونَ. That their faces will be humiliated, their eyes will be facing down. خَاشِيَةً أَبْصَارُهُمْ. That their eyes will be down and humiliated. And they were told to bend. وَهُمْ سَالِمُونَ. And their back were erect. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ explained that. There's some people even praying, they're doing for show off, and look at me and so on and so forth. I want to be and I am the greatest. For show off. That has no inclination in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So prayer is a must. It distinguishes between you and kufr, between faith and kufr. Why don't we come to pray? Why don't we understand our prayer? How long does it take to understand Al-Fatiha? How long does it to say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim? How long does it take to understand what it means to have some kind of understanding in our prayers? That's why we're a great ummah just praying, but there's nothing happening in the hearts, because we don't understand a single word that we're reading. Why is that? It's not very difficult. We finish textbooks after textbooks after textbooks in our universities, but we can't understand one Al-Fatiha, one Qul Wallahu Ahad. What does it mean? What does it entail? What is the tafsir for it? How long would it take? Not even a day to understand a superficial meaning of Al-Fatiha, maybe even half an hour. But you have to actually exert yourself. So how much more time are we going to waste? So prayer is a commandment, and that's how you surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're engaging with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, to shun evil, to get rid of the TV, to stop watching it constantly. It is damaging your heart, and you don't have any understanding. You're seeing nakedness, and after a while you don't understand, because the heart gets devoid. It becomes blackened, and then it doesn't know between right and wrong. So you keep watching these naked ladies prancing back and forth, and watching vulgar shows, and kissing on TV, and all kinds of nonsense that is being produced there, even on daytime, even for children to watch. And we keep watching that and sitting our children in front of it. We have to shun these things if you want to surrender to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to surrender to Allah, you have to cut it out. You have to stop going to these vulgar places. We are people, we don't belong to the Arabic society. We don't belong to the Indian society. We don't belong to the Malay society. We don't adhere to the Pakistani society. We adhere to Allah and His Messenger. Because all these things will lead you astray. And you will find that people are giving their time for pursuit of sin. Let me give you time, let us do this thing. Inviting people to khamar. We have to stop doing that. And we have to actually stop this nonsense. I'm going on a date. Why should I not? Changing your names. Well, you have beautiful names. Abdullah, that's a very beautiful name. Stop changing to something that's ridiculous. It means servant of Allah. That's a very high name, Abdul Rahman. So what if they can't pronounce it? Insist on the pronunciation. Keep your names. Why is everybody changing their names? Surrender to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Middle Path Radio, your number one online Islamic talk station.